Okay, so I've masked off the black. Ready now to prime the upper surfaces for the camouflage. This scheme is dark sea grey and slate grey. I'm using real colours paints for this one. I bought them especially for this. So you got the RAF dark slate grey and the RAF extra dark sea grey. I'm going to do the top same as I've been doing recently. I'm going to prime it black, and I'm going to use my homemade splatter template, and this time I'm going to do, instead of the grey I've been using grey, I'm going to do white over it, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so this is what I used. This is what it looks like before the paint goes through it. You see the thickness. I peel it. It's hard to, I'd like to get it straight in half, but it sort of just pulls away in pieces, so some areas are thicker than others. Doesn't matter, use it, go with it. Now I do have actual splatter templates. I do use them, but like this one, I think it might be AK. It's you can see I've only used the areas with the smaller holes. I wouldn't really fancy that larger stuff. It might be alright, but maybe on something really big in 1/32 scale, but I prefer the smaller stuff, which is why this one is covered in paint. I like that smaller detail. But the thing with these, the brass ones, these are Ushi, I think. Ushi? Yeah, Ushi. It's all well and good on wings, but when you start getting, you want to get up against 90 degrees or curves, unless you're going to bend the template, you can't really get at it. And yeah, you can get right up against the edge, but you got that like 5mm buffer, so you actually don't get right up to the edge. Whereas this, you can just bend it, put it right up, and away you go. But like I said, I do use them, but just I find this the effect, I like the effect better. So now I'm going to start the camouflage, and I will be probably just going to do it freehand, because just like a feathered camouflage, not hard edged. Okay, so the dark slate grey is down. Hopefully you can see the effects I did with the paint underneath showing through, so you get a different hue in the top coat. I forgot to mention as well, after I did the white splatter, I went back over and pre-shaded panel lines, not overly heavy, just a little bit. Just adds another effect. So now I'm going to do the dark sea grey. This section here I might do, I'll video it. It's awkward videoing painting for myself, but I'll show how I get the edge on the camouflage so it's nice and tight. Right, excuse my messy paint booth. Ready for the extra sea, dark extra sea grey now. I take the needle cap off. Paint is heavily thin, probably about 70% thinner, 30% paint. Wind the adjustment in, so I got a fine spray. Alright, so bear with me as I try and see what I'm doing. And so we're doing this wingtip. So you want to come in where you've already painted on about 45-degree angle and go with that. Like so. Now we got a nice tight freehand camo edge. And I keep the adjustment fine. I don't blast paint over a model. My favourite part of the build is the painting. This is what I love, so I like to take my time. And a bigger model like this, I'll just work in panels. So we got the nice heavily thin paint. That way we gradually build up the layer, but we still want the effects like pre-shading, splatter effect. You want that to show through a bit. And so on and so forth. So I'll continue on now, finish off the camouflage. Alright, camouflage is done. Just needs a clear gloss coat now, and I still got to do the paint the rest of the engine cowls. I wanted to get the aircraft done so I could line up the black and the camouflage go on top instead of doing it all at the same time. Once the clear coat is on it, then it's ready for some decals.